All right, in the other NFC game, Carolina is at Seattle, and you'd say if football was a one-man game, you'd go with Cam Newton, but it isn't a one-man game.
Well, it's interesting. You look at Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis, and you got Bobby Wagner and K.J. Wright. They might be the two best pair of linebackers on teams in the NFL. They're both spectacular. Now look at this game. Carolina, they run the football. They live on throwing the ball one-on-one to the outside in certain situations. Now, does that sound like a recipe that's going to have great success? No, it doesn't to me. This is tough for Carolina. That's why, of course, I'm taking Seattle.
No, their defense has been unprecedented. What they're doing the last 6 or 7 weeks of the season, I don't see how. And Cam Newton, you said, as a franchise quarterback, he's going to have to be that and more against this defense for the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks.
It's all about 2 seasons. The one in September and October doesn't matter. November and December is the one that counts. And right now, Carolina Panthers is hot, but it's hard to win on the road, so I got to go with the Seattle Seahawks.
We missed that kind of philosophical genius when he.
Well, you know, I
want to take the upset.
I miss his clothes. Did you notice he has green pants on today?
Yeah. He's the world's biggest leprechaun. Let's look ahead to the NFC Divisional round weekend and begin with Dallas, 13-4 at Green Bay to play the.
Well, you know, I started this whole thing out when we started talking about the playoffs as they started to come into focus. You know, what's the one team in the NFC that could go on the road and win a game that maybe they're not expected to win? And I've been saying it, and I'll say it again today, the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have all the ingredients to go out there on the road and play defense with your offense, have enough plays on defense, because I thought their defense in the second half against the Detroit Lions was fantastic. They only gave up 3 points. Yeah. Now, they're going against a different animal. There's no question. In Lambeau Field, Aaron Rodgers is basically perfect. You know that better than anybody. But something tells me that something special is happening for the Dallas Cowboys.
Right. I just want to punctuate what you said about Aaron Rodgers. You said perfect at Lambeau. His last 16 home games, 38 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I think the biggest X factor here is Aaron Rodgers' calf right now. So if he's healthy, you know, I mean, all that other stuff goes out the window. But it's hard to go against Dallas Cowboys right now.
Hey, this game's going to be interesting. Up in Green Bay, that field is different. And you've got to learn how to play in that field. And Green Bay knows how to play on that field. It's a huge advantage, I think, especially it's going to be being so cold. The Cowboys have struggled picking up the blitz at times. They did against Detroit. They did against the Redskins when they got beat early in the year. And I know Dom Capers is going to have some blitzes. They're going to be ready for that offense.
They're going to be fine.
You're taking Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Right. You're going to take Green Bay. I'm going to take Dallas, and I think what will be a high-scoring game. I don't think it's almost impossible to cover Jordy Nelson in Lambeau Field. And then with the way that Randall Cobb has played, and then you brought up the whole calf issue with Aaron Rodgers.
If Governor Chris Christie will cheer for the Cowboys, I'm going to cheer for him too.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, but you know,
you can cheer for whoever you want. Who do you think is going to win the game?
Dallas Cowboys.
You think Dallas?
You know, bottom line, everybody in the state of Wisconsin hates you anyway. So